Welcome to Top Shelf Tuesday, and welcome to our new studio.
Feels good.
Feels real good, right?
It does.
So we want to thank everybody for putting this all together, the production crew, Harrison, Mike, Sean, Brian, Sue, Tim, everybody involved in this. Thank you. This is amazing. And of course, we want to give a big special thanks to Danny Govberg. One thing before I forget, if you haven't downloaded the Watchbox app yet, please do so. Makes watch buying, collecting, also keeping up with the news really, really easy. As you can see, I'm not sitting alone today. I have right beside me Jessica Thim and Clay Cooper, who are also part of the Govberg sales force at the Walnut location.
Hi, everybody.
So today we're going to be talking about ladies' watches. I know there's about 33,000 subscribers on the What You Want channel. Many of them are ladies, and as we can see, most of our shows are dedicated towards men's watches. So today we wanted to give a little bit back to the ladies out there and also give you something to look forward to and something for you to watch. So today is going to be all about ladies' watches. But before we get into that, I want to introduce Jessica and have her talk a little bit about herself. Many of you have already met Clay in our one of our other shows. But Jessica, why don't you tell us a little something about yourself?
Sure. My name's Jessica Thim. I started with Govberg in April of 2016, so it's been about a year and a half. Really cool journey. Before this, I actually sold fine art. So there's definitely a crossover between art and watchmaking and the watch industry itself, so which is pretty cool. I love watches, learning every single day. But it's been an adventure and a journey, so it's been good.
Well, welcome. And I just also want to point out, Jessica's been here probably the longest, has the longest tenure at the Walnut location. Clay and I are newbies on the team. Clay, why don't you remind everybody a little bit about yourself?
Grew up in Arkansas, moved here from Oklahoma City. I had a pretty good career in diamonds, but watches were always my first passion. So. It's nice to be able to be around these goodies all day, every day. So,
great. Well, welcome aboard, and this is our first episode on Top Shelf Tuesday. I also wanted to thank everybody at Boyd's, especially the Gushner family, for allowing us to use your store to have that intro. Great job on the crew for putting it together. Once again, thanks again. If you haven't shopped at Boyd's, please go check it out. Wonderful, wonderful clothing store. Definitely, if you like high-end watches and you like high-end clothing, Boyd's is definitely a place to go. And of course, come see us at 1521 Walnut Street to check out all of the watches that we have today. So today's show and today's topic was basically, it's a WWCB, which is which watch would Claudio buy, but with a little twist to it. So today I want to put myself in the seat of the perspective of a female shopper, and specifically, let's just say my wife. What would I buy if I were my wife? And when I say hi to my wife, of course this is not a gift because she does pretty well for herself. So these are the pieces that I would definitely point out to her, or I would actually try to sell to her if she came to my store. And but before we get into the pieces, which we're all going to show you which pieces we'd like, we'll do a quick wrist shot check. So today I'm wearing the 40 millimeter stainless steel Rolex Milgauss. This watch retails for about $8,000 new. We have both new and pre-owned. This is the GV black dial. GV stands for glace vert, which is green glass, black dial. For me, this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. As you saw, I wore it in a couple episodes prior to that. I'm not wearing my sub or my Roger Dubuis today, paying tribute to Rolex. Another reason I'm paying tribute to Rolex, while you're watching this show tomorrow, I will actually be at a Rolex training. So that's another reason we had to tape this show. It's not going to be aired live. So apologize to all you live chat guys and all the people who check in and try to watch the show live. I'll be back next week live. But today I'm actually probably having dinner with the Rolex training staff. So there it is. And let's now get into my first piece of what would I buy if I were my wife. So let's start with the Rolex Datejust, 36 millimeter. Can we get a quick close-up of that? Fantastic. Now, I do want to say this, this watch was really difficult to photograph because the colors really couldn't pick up properly. So in all honesty, I don't know if the video is going to do it justice as well, but it is a very pretty pink dial, pink strap. This is the Datejust 36 millimeter, retails for $23,250. The model number is M116135-0018. It's actually a discontinued model. It is the 36 millimeter Oyster Perpetual Datejust, Everose fluted bezel. It's waterproof up to 100 meters, although with this beautiful strap, I don't know if I would ever go swimming with it or recommend going swimming with it. You have the automatic caliber 3135, which is an in-house Rolex caliber. It's got the bidirectional winding, 48-hour power reserve. You have the Cyclops lens at date. As you can see, I set it at 7, which I always try to do when I can remember, because I think 7 is definitely the coolest number out there, and it's also my lucky number. So you have 10 diamonds around the dial, and at the 12 o'clock you've got the crown, which in this case stands for the Queen. It's also COSC and Rolex certified. One thing that I really, one of the great selling points on this piece is the dial. You've got this really cool looking brushed metal pink dial. And so if my wife were to come here and shop, I would definitely be trying to sell her this piece. Once again, it's the Rolex Datejust 36 millimeter. It retails for $23,250. It is a discontinued model, but this is my first pick. What do you think, guys?
I like it.
Yeah?
Gorgeous watch.
Very.
So why didn't you pick it, huh?
Because I picked this one.
Okay.
This is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 33 millimeter, the reference 67650R. This is a really incredible watch for a lot of reasons. The reason I chose this piece is because this watch offers a lot of glamour and a lot of substance to its wearer, but also tons of comfort. This is not a watch that gets in the way. The case is actually pretty slim when you compare it to most Rolexes, most other watch brands that have offerings similar to this. With the fully integrated case and bracelet, the whole watch wears kind of as one piece, a little more like a bracelet than a watch. The entire piece is in rose gold, 18 karat, with 3 different kinds of polish on the surfaces. There's a lot to look at in this watch. And then that chocolate tapestry dial there is just to die for. It's beautiful.
What are you wearing today?
Oh, little bit of rose gold myself.
Yeah,
this is a Blancpain complete calendar. We'll have day, date, month, and moon phase in a nice little. Get a shot of that there. There we go.
Yeah, we also want to give something back to the gentlemen that are watching the show. So.
Well, if you know from the last show, I'm a big fan of complications. So anything you can pack into a dial, I'm all about it.
Super.
But yeah, so with this watch, you know, it's all about making a statement, but also having something of substance that you can throw on and be comfortable in as you wear it all day long.
Nice choice.
Thanks.
All right, so that's choice number one for myself. Choice number one for Clay. What did you go with, number one?
Okay. So number one here is actually a Reverso one, GG Lecoultre Reverso one. Reference number on this one, 3288420. This one retails for $5,200. This one, it's caliber 657. It's a quartz movement. It's composed of 43 parts. This has a stainless steel case, also a stainless steel deployment buckle. Comes on the blue strap. This one here has 26 diamonds running along the bezel, highlighting the fine lines of the face. You have blue toned hands, Arabic numerals on here. The great thing about the Reverso is it's two faces in one. So for the Reverso one, I'm going to show you here. You're actually going to be able to reverse this. This one has a clean case back. This one's really great. You can get an engraving on here. You can be your own artist. You can engrave a date, characters.
You brought some examples, right?
I brought some examples, exactly. So if we can get a close-up here. So this is going to be the small, medium, and large style on the stainless steel case. I am a classically trained artist, so I just find that this piece is very interesting. Like I said, you can create your own piece, be your own artist. It's a lovely piece.
What would you have engraved on there if you had the choice? Would you go with initials? What would you go with a piece of art? I
would probably draw something.
Yeah.
And have it engraved on here.
So
yes.
Super unique.
Exactly. And another great thing about this watch, you can also change the strap. I think the strap retails for $400. You can get it in alligator, satin, calfskin. So you can really customize it to fit your personality, which is pretty cool.
And it comes in a lot of different sizes, so
exactly.
I believe this is one of the smaller sizes.
This is one of the smaller sizes, yes. You can get the small, medium, large. I think they even have the XL. You can get it in many different materials, stainless steel. They're pink gold, yellow gold, platinum.
The
really
Reverso one
it.
actually has a really unique proportion to it too. It's Jaegger's longest, most slender case. You have some of the other Reversos that are a little chunkier in the midsection, or that will actually be full out square. The Reverso one is it's gorgeous, it's sleek, it's a really fabulous watch.
Yeah. If I were, for me, if I were going to get a rectangular or square shaped watch, I would definitely go Reverso. This is one of the most iconic pieces that GG Lecoultre makes. So good choice. Excellent.
Thank you.
So number one for all of us. Let's get into number two. And so for number two, my second piece, which I would try to sell my wife if she came into the store looking for a watch, would be the Patek Philippe Nautilus, the 7018, in stainless steel on bracelet with diamonds. So let me just remove that and from the case. So as we all know, we just celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Nautilus, and which was established in 1976. This watch is it's a really nice piece. To put it on, the bracelet is super smooth, very silky. The retail on it is $32,887, or let's just say $33,000. The case is 8.7 millimeters thick. It's 33 millimeters in size, 33.6 to be exact. It's the rounded octagonal case. I love that gray dial. In terms of a complication, what do you have? You have the minutes, the hours, the seconds, and a date. So it's not a complicated movement, but that's okay. It is a Patek Philippe. It's the automatic caliber 324 SC. So of course it's an in-house caliber. And another nice feature on this piece for the ladies, because as you know, many of us, we're always trying to show everybody the backs of our watches. Well, you can do that too with this watch. And as I turn that around, I think we also have a close-up of the watch, so if you can't get a good view of it. But something really nice to take a look at. This is manufacturing Swiss precision at its finest. You've got that gold Calatrava cross engraved on the rotor. It's a Patek movement. So, what more do you need? Now, as I turn it back around, I also want to point out the subtle fact that we have diamonds on there. It's not too blingy, but just enough where it can very much still be worn as an everyday watch. It's about 0.71 carats altogether. As I said, the dial is a charcoal gray with gold applied numerals, and it also has a nice feature of just some luminescent in there. So there's that. The case, as I said, is steel. You have a sapphire crystal on the front and back. This is a very wearable watch. I wouldn't necessarily just make this out for the ladies. Any of you men out there who don't like to wear big watches, if you want diamonds, great. If you don't, they do have other models that are meant for people who don't want to necessarily get with the larger size Nautiluses. So for watch number 2, wifey, if you came in, this is the second watch that I'd try to sell you. I hope you like my picks. Once again, the 7018 stainless steel with diamonds, $32,887. That's my pick number 2.
Well, my pick number 2, however, it's hardly a second choice. Where we had just a little bit of diamonds and some nice understated tones in the Nautilus, let's kick everything up a notch. This, the 4948 in white gold with diamonds and mother of pearl dial. This is an incredible watch inside and out. Almost 3 carats of really high color and clarity diamonds, not only in the case and the bezel, but even in the crown, as you see it around the side of the watch here. Not just in the case and bezel and crown, but even up into the buckle. Every metal surface on this is covered in sparkle. And if that isn't enough, look at that dial. That shimmer is black mother of pearl. Tons of texture, tons of color, and each way the light hits it makes a different tone come out of the watch.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those dials that you just love to look at and hold at different angles.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I love this. We're on kind of a grayish brown croc strap that contrasts all the color and sparkle really nicely. But this watch is a lot more than just pretty. Like I said, I'm a fan of complications. This is one of the ladies' watches that also has an annual calendar and moon phase and date, 6 o'clock, day and month with hand, powered by Patek Philippe's caliber 324. Again, like Claudio said, with Patek Philippe, it's incredible Swiss watchmaking, incredible precision and reliability. But with something like this is where watchmaking and incredible jewelry meet. This is not just one of my favorite ladies' watches. This is one of my favorite watches.
Is there a lady in your life that you would purchase that for?
What's that?
Is there somebody?
I think I'd have to.
Will she be watching?
How about this? Who would you recommend that watch for?
That watch? I would recommend that watch for somebody who's not afraid to make a statement.
Okay.
This watch is for somebody who has overcome some odds and has been very successful and wants to celebrate and wants to treat herself. This is not a gift purchase. This is a I made it purchase.
Can she wear that every day?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, great second choice and first choice. I think we should now get into Jessica's second choice,
Yes.
which to me is very
I think
sparkly,
it's very
very
sparkly.
pretty.
This is an exciting piece. I really love Rolex. I'm wearing a Rolex right now.
Oh
Can
yeah, we didn't do the.
do a wrist shot on what I got here. So I'm wearing a 36 millimeter. It's a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. It's all steel, and then that silver dial. I love the monochrome kind of look of this watch. Get a lot of compliments on it. I can wear it with everything. Great watch. So I felt that it was appropriate to choose another Rolex.
You're also doing a training at the end of this month.
I am, yes. I'm going to New York for a training with Rolex. It's my second training. They're a lot of fun, so you'll have fun with yours.
Bruce, thanks for inviting me. By the way, I have the letter. I brought the letter.
That's official.
That is official.
Claudio
It's on green paper,
officially
too. Green paper. So I have the Rolex Pearlmaster 39 millimeter. This is in white gold. Reference number, a little bit long here, 86349 SAFUBL. This watch retails for $117,450. This piece is waterproof to 100 meters. The classic scratch-proof sapphire crystal, which you'll find on all Rolexes now. -2 +2 seconds a day. This has the solid rounded 18 karat white gold links on the bracelet. And then you'll have your concealed crown clasp in the back here.
And 117,000. I mean, that's
117,000.
It almost seems
So
like it's not that much for what it is, right?
Right.
Considering the amount of diamonds and
So
all the other precious
exactly
stones that you have on there, the setting.
So the diamonds here, it's going to be the paved dialed 713 paved. Going to be the diamonds 713.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
That's all.
And they
done
do it
by
all
hand.
in-house.
Yeah.
Exactly. Roman numerals here. And you're going to have your date window at the 3 o'clock. Magnification 2.5 times. And then you obviously can see the 48 baguette cut sapphires.
I love the change in the color from the pink to the purple to the blue to the purple to the pink all the way around. That's really stunning.
In person, over the top. Even as I'm looking at the screen, I can tell it's beautiful. But we're showing you pieces that we'd love to show you in person.
Definitely. Definitely. You have to come in and see it in person.
Now, do you think? Okay, so you chose that watch for yourself, but do you think that somebody who's into wearing diamond watches and a little bit more colorful, that's a pretty nice size watch. What is that, 40 millimeters?
So it's a 39 millimeter.
39, got it.
I wear a 36. I mean, it's a big watch, and it's a powerful watch. But if you have a powerful personality and you feel confident enough to rock this thing, go for it.
So, really, I think to say that, most of the watches on here could be unisex, really, but for the most part, I would say that this one is, especially because of the size of the timepiece. I think, men mostly have larger wrists than women, but at the same time, you can very easily put this watch on the wrist of a man.
Definitely. I find a lot of ladies now are coming in, they're wanting, a larger watch. So I say go for it. Definitely.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for both of you for showing your top 2 picks on Top Shelf Tuesday, the first one in the new studio. We want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and especially joining in with us while we introduce Jessica Thim, bring in Clay back. So please come to the store to come talk to us, to come see us, come check out the new studios. We'd love to have you, 1521 Walnut Street. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, we have all of our phone numbers. I have a new Instagram account, which is Top Shelf Claudio. Please follow that. Clay's email address on the bottom. Jess, myself, any questions that you may have, please don't hesitate to call, email, or whatever. But most importantly, we'd love to see you come in. So until next week, I want to wish all of you a fantastic evening. Sorry it couldn't be live, but like I said, I'm at Rolex right now. I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.
Bye.